As you can see, I'm still on Mars. A few things. I went ahead and sold all my stuff. We sold some uh, closed pallets, motherboard pallets, and we got up to, as you can see, $7.8 million. I didn't record that, just basically it's kind of busy, boring. I will, like the last, whenever I complete the challenge, I'll record all that as I do it. As you can see, I've got a few new vehicles that I'd bought before January. They're used. Sold one, two. Relaxed my rule of buying and selling. I buy used vehicles anytime they show up, and I'll just sell what I can when I can sometimes. We got some construction costs. I added some things. I'll get up to those a little bit. My vehicle running cost is kind of getting out of hand. Get up here. Come on. As if you've been following along, I've had some personal issues. My significant other passed away. We had a dog together, so I've got the dog sitting here with me while I'm doing some video game playing. So if I say something weird, I'm not going crazy. It's me talking to the dog. Anyway, vehicle maintenance has got to where it's running a lot of money. And for some reason, it didn't hit me that I probably should start replacing some of my older vehicles. So I will. Also, I had been buying solar panels to kind of cover my running costs. As you can see there in November and October area, we're doing pretty good on those, so I'm not going to buy anymore. If we run extra production costs or too much AI wage payment, whatever, then that's just the cost of doing business. When I first started, I didn't go out and have too much as far as a loan. I've got 2.7, well, might as well be $2.8 million loan there. I'm going to pay that off pretty soon. One of the reasons that I run it up is I didn't save enough cash to keep my productions running. And one of the reasons is water costs. Evidently, the animal pens have a hidden water cost. So I'm not sweating it. Again, that's just another cost of doing business. You can see in September, I was riding around on a tractor to, I don't even remember what. And I looked over to the side and I said, "Oop, there's another collectible." So I got another collectible. Looking back up through here, that covers most everything on this. What I'll do now is we'll run over and look at the progress board. Give me just a minute. I'm going essentially fast travel over to that. If you're just starting watching this, you may be wondering why I am still playing Farming Simulator 22, and 25 is pretty popular right now. I'm going to start playing 25, but I want to go ahead and finish this one. So, what boy? Just say up here. As you can see in the train station, we got the sorghum done. I'll go down here and look at the totals. You can't see them right now, but I went ahead and all the beehives have been purchased. Trees we're still working on. Cows, we'll cover all that. Chickens have been done. Sheep, we got plenty of sheep. Pigs, I believe I crossed the 400 pig threshold. A little, so we're good there. What boy? Let's run over here and look at this. Sorghum's complete. A little bit of wheat. A little bit of barley. The canola is worrying me a little bit because I planted a lot of canola. And honestly, my production numbers weren't very good. So I'm having to redo some stuff there, and I'll cover that in a minute. Liquid oxygen's coming on up. Milk's coming on up. That won't be a problem. As you can see, I would need methane. And I think that's titanium ore. Potatoes, sunflowers, all that kind of stuff. I really hadn't done much yet. I'm preparing to be able to knock those out. I'm going to raise a little bit of sugar beets too to go ahead. Pardon me a second. Come on, Bear. Good boy. What a good boy. What a good boy. Now look what All right, then. Just move it where you want it. The dog's trying to find the perfect place to lay down and can't do it. There you go. Let's get you covered up. Good boy. All right. Sorry for the brief interlude. What I'll do is I'll go get on one of the vehicles. As you can see, I've got trees. I'll just walk around for a while. Got trees pretty much everywhere. If you've been watching, you know that this field here was grass. It got to be where it was just such a pain to harvest. It got me through what I needed it to get me through, and then so I just planted a thicket of trees, and it is a thicket. So I forget how many is in there. Probably about 500. As you can see, some aren't even grown up yet. So we're working on trees. The overall plan on the trees is this. I may cut back on trees a little bit because if you notice, if you've watched, this whole area right here is in trees. All my beehives, we'll see them when I go up there, but I put up them all in that area. Long-term plan is I'm going to plant this whole field in trees. Unfortunately, I need it for other production right now. And that other production is canola. So I've got a lot of canola in. Whoop. And you can see my grasses. This is my primary grass field, my primary production for cows and sheep. It's producing pretty good. I've expanded it a little bit, and we'll cover it in a bit. I basically figured out I'm going to need right now at the head count that I have 1.6 million liters of feed for that. Yeah, that's a lot. but theoretically we can get 3 cuts on it. So that means we need to get about 750,000 liters per cutting. That's me making sure I got some extra. Yeah, we'll get to that. You can see right here, this is this group of trees. What we've been doing with those is cutting them down, using them with wood chips, putting them in here, and using those to make electricity. These fields were just harvested, so there's not a lot going on in them. This one we plowed. I think we're going to put sunflowers in it again. I haven't tried to produce sunflowers for the challenge. I'm basically producing sunflowers to make sure I've got diesel. I run biodiesel. Precision farming does what precision farming does. You can see here where I need more lime, but I ran out of lime, so I'm letting some get produced. We're not ready to replant that field yet. And I don't really know why, but for some reason, regardless of how many times I take soil samples, I'm losing the precision farming part of this little area. Don't know if it's because of it's not really because of the soil type. I really don't know what that is. And I'm really not going to worry about it, honestly. No, nothing to see on that. Everything else there is the same. We're in January. There's nothing going on in January other than what I'm doing. This gives you an idea of what I got laying around in different places. The wheat and barley is being used for different things. The oats, I'll transfer those to outbound at some point. Wow, where'd the corn go? Better check on that. 580,000 liters of milk. That's in outbound. I got straw laying everywhere. I got enough diesel fuel right now, but I got close on diesel fuel one time while I was playing just to get my mind off everything. I got plenty of manure and slurry. Let me give you an idea of what I'm thinking of doing with that. I'm going to kill 2 birds with 1 stone. And, well, what am I going to do? I'm going to put in a biogas reactor and everything and use that stuff up. That'll make methane. And the methane is something that I do need in my productions. There's liquid oxygen I've taken. Titanium ore. I'll cover that in a minute. Titanium ore is one of the challenge items. Motherboards, that was one of them that we sold. I was essentially getting around $31,000 a pallet. Here's just as you can see, most of my vehicles are just worn out. So we're going to start replacing some of those as we can. We've already went through the finance screen. Here's our animal production screen. I have some older cows. The reason I'm not selling them is I still need to make sure that I get up to the production number that I need to make the challenge. Right there, you can see at the bottom, I'm looking at 1 million. Now in January, I sold off some older sheep, so it is what it is. 278 for that. As far as grass, sheep are doing well. They're producing more wool than I can turn into clothing, so I rebuilt a spinnery just to produce clothes. The hog production, as you can see, I need to feed. I need to feed up here too. Gives you an idea what they're doing. I did a little math. My pig feed maker, mixer, silo, whatever. When these 2 pig barns are completely full, they aren't going to be able to produce pig feed at a fast enough rate to feed them. So I went ahead and put in another pig feed silo. The chickens, They're just fine. We're feeding them barley. Um, they're maxed out. I think there's 800 in that pen. They're producing eggs at a high rate. I did sell some eggs just to kind of get them off my inventory. They really didn't amount to much when you're looking at the kind of numbers that I'm looking at with this project. Yep, that pretty much covers those. And I sold off some pigs too because I knew I was getting close to the number. That's just as I won't say accounting, but that's just a housekeeping measure, just keep everybody producing really well. And of course, there's no contracts. Here's my production chain. This is the built-in wool. You see, it's 42,000. It's I'm producing wool faster than I can turn it into fabric. The grain mill, I haven't torn it down or done anything with it because I'm going to try to use up some of the eggs by producing sugar and putting a bakery in and selling that stuff that way. I have strawberries. I can turn this on about any time and start getting more strawberries. The reason I'm doing strawberries is I can use those in the bakery. Tomatoes and lettuce, I don't have any use for those, so I haven't turned them on at all. Here's my first power plant, and as you can see, I got straw running there. One thing, I was using a production mod in the beginning that was allowed you to direct the production to certain areas, and that would have caused this methane and the diesel that's in here would have caused it to go to somewhere else. I decided to not be as complex, so I took it off. It's a great mod. Whenever I use Farm Center 25, if it's available, I'll probably start with that. I'll get into a little later on how I'm thinking I'm going to do Farm Center 25. The oxygen filters, I only turn those on when they get pretty full. The reason is if they run all the time, they cost me a little bit of production money. It says 0, but I don't know. It just seems like that's just what I'm doing. I'm probably wrong. Here's the spinnery I built. And you can see it's got plenty of wool. We got plenty of clothes. Clothes just aren't making them fast enough. Here's my fuel refinery depot. And as you can see, I'm making biodiesel. Extracting water is also the auto water for the animals is great. I don't have to go haul water all the time, but it does cost money. However, for me to get the water into the productions the way I want, I have to extract that water from stone. And so I've had water problems in my productions ever since I got them set up. So this is one of the reasons this is running. And I'm turning some of this diesel fuel into methane right now. I'll probably stop doing that once I get the biodiesel. Once I get the other stuff set up. Line production's still going. Again, can't get enough. I'm out of stones here, which that's fine. I'll get it going again in a minute. The reason it's fine is the sluice box is maxed out, and it ain't going to do a whole lot until it gets water at the top of the hour. I built another sluice box that's going to do strictly titanium ore, and that's how we're going to try to. I'm going to try to do that to. I don't know how I can do it. Maybe there's a way to do it. That produces titanium anyway. Anyway, it's going to store the titanium. I'm going to haul it and get rid of it for the challenge. I'm a little worried about making the challenge on that one. We'll see. It's going to be close. Another smelting plant. Smelting plant, as you can see, pretty much maxed out. That's why I'm not really no real hurry at the moment to fill up with stones. I'll show everybody what that looks like here in a minute when we get up there. Right now, I've got basically everything on there turned off. Basically save a little bit of production costs because when I turned it off, everything over here was in the red. That's because of everything downstream is full. This is my main motherboard producing factory. As you can see, everything I got here is basically maxed out. So the idea is we run the maximum number of cycles on motherboards, which is 200 a month, times 12. The 200 a month will produce approximately 20 pallets of the. Is that right? Yeah, 20 times. Yeah. I was told there would be no math. I'll do a little math. Yep, it'll produce 21 pallets per month. Max production for 12 months will be 252 pallets. Last year, I believe we did 236. So I'm not going to be hurting for money, so I didn't build it. I'm not going to build another one. Now, I can build another one. It'll take about a year to get ramped up to full production, but I'll be able to tell if I need to. Here's a new fuel refinery depot. I don't have stones in it yet, but it's went ahead and done stuff. I'm using manure to make solid fertilizer. I'm using slurry to make solid fertilizer. As you can see, it's got a lot. Liquid fertilizer is hogging my water. I know that. I don't really. I could stop it with that production mod, but I'm gonna let it roll. Once it hits 1,000,000, then all that water will go somewhere else. Honestly, I probably should have not used this one, but I am because I need to get a different seeder and planter, and the ones that I need to are using liquid fertilizer. And I don't know. I might just next year, not this year. I might change over to a sprayer to where we do all the liquid fertilizer. All right, this is the pallet storage warehouse. Now, I sold everything already. It's 9 o'clock in the morning. Normally, I'll wait till noon. I'm not going to go back and resell. But in the hour since I started, which was been 7 a.m., I believe, we've already produced. I got rid of eggs. We've already produced almost 12 pallets of eggs. And not even all of those are going into this for some reason. That's a bug or something. Honey, I'm doing all right on that. So, I'm going to build the thing. Strawberries, I've been holding on to those. The clothes, haven't produced any more clothes yet. Or very little, 439. So, we're going to give it a shot on that stuff. Let me get back over here. One of my pig feed silos. This thing is just not going to produce enough. That corn and wheat doesn't show up if it's in the pig feed silo. That's cool. Here's one of my other power plants. This is the wood chip plant. I'll give you a tour on that here in a bit because I set it up. It's semi-automated. Wool shipping. That's a mod. 2 wool shipping eggs. Automatic shipment of animal products. So, yeah. There's another fuel refinery depot. It's got stones in it. It's automated, so it's going to run on its own, more or less. I'll have to check it every so often. So it's going to be producing water too. So the water situation, it should get cleared up this year. Automatic shipment of honey. Second fuel refinery depot. I haven't done any configuration on it. I thought I'd save that for the video. Second pig feed silo. Don't have anything in it yet. Here's the next spinnery. I don't know why it doesn't have any wool in it yet. Or fabric. Maybe there's no demand. I'm going to turn the clothes on. And that's the new stuff that I have right now. Let's go on down here a little bit. As you can see, this is the game totals. It's been a few, not a month, but it's been a few weeks since I played. The reason is just trying to get over everything that's happened, and I had to be home in a while. I had to meet about my dad. Had a lot of personal stuff to take care of, and honestly, just never had time to play on 22 on the computer. Now, me and the dog did relax and play a little 25 on the Xbox, which is where I'm getting some ideas for my next playthrough. I'm thinking about doing the Silver Run Forest again on 25. The reason is I didn't finish it on 22, and there's a lot of odd and end stuff on it that I'd like to do and finish. I'd like to do the roller coaster, and there's also a Michigan map with a roller coaster. I might do it at some point, but there's a lot of things with 25 I want to do, but I want to finish this. As you can see there, I've used an outrageous amount of fertilizer over this gameplay, 2.5 million liters. So at one time, fertilizer was one of my bigger costs. But once I got my mods working and had the money to do all that stuff, that worked pretty well. We're sitting on 3,300 trees. I don't have any. I think I'll be able to make that 10,000 trees easy. 77 cut down. I don't get any contracts anymore because I own all the land. Again, this is I'm counting it as year 14 because of the first year didn't really get it count for me. I got it on half times while I'm talking. We'll turn it back up here in a minute. Oh, goodness. I believe that covers everything in this. Let's see what, flip over here and see if anything used is for sale that we need. That would be no. All right, so let's move over. I bought this bad boy to harvest the potatoes. It was used at a great price. I think it was 100 and something, under 200,000. So I need headers for that. I'll need a sugar beet header and a potato header. Let's go over and find them. Yeah, I can't see for some reason. Here we go. Here's a potato add-on. Here's what we want. I'm not looking for speed, so I'm going to buy the easy one. Wow, you can harvest cotton with one of these. I didn't know that. Potatoes and sugar beets are what we're looking at, so we'll go ahead and buy that one. We'll have to buy two. We're going to make this one sugar cane. Let's make the sugar cane one. We'll make it white. That sticks out like a sore thumb, doesn't it? Buy it. I need another one for the potatoes. Oh, goodness. Did I do sugar cane or sugar beet? Jeez Louise. I'm tired today for work, I reckon. Let's see what we own here. Move over. Beet technology. Beet technology. I cannot tell what it is. Sugar beet add-on. Yep. Let me look at this thing out here in the open. Interesting. That'll be fine. All right, we need to buy one for potatoes. We'll make this one brown for the potatoes. That'll be easy to remember. There we go. Let's buy that one. Believe it or not, I have never really had enough money in this game to just buy whatever I wanted. I'm always kind of had a budget, and I'm still 7.8 million. Now we also need some other things to do the potatoes. We're going to need a potato planter, and yes, I may look and see if there's another planter besides that one. That one's only 3 meters wide. Let me see. I don't remember. I might have. I'm worried about this being wrong. Let's look at the potato packages. It's a 3 meter. Don't need a cultivator. There's your seed potatoes. Yeah, I can't pick them up that way. Oh boy, that would take forever. And for this playthrough, I'm not looking for that type of realism. I'm just trying to. I'm using all the technology as I can. I guess this is it. All right, let's buy that one. I can plant sugar beet with my other stuff. I'm sorry. Yep. So that's okay. All right, that covers my potato and sugar beet harvesting needs. What else we got here? Sorry, I'm huffing a little. We'll come back to this as far as purchasing stuff. Um, that thing there is just so hard to get around. I'll probably end up doing this one. There's a John Deere that I like, but I don't have it. I'm not going to install it. Another thing, in order to make our hay, we're going to need a swather. This is a swather pack mod by AGCO. It's not the modders. Huh. Anyway, this swather here would allow me to as I'm cutting the grass, it'll go straight to hay. I won't have to have a tedder. I'm not sure which one of these I need to. This is the one with the conditioner on it. Maybe. I'm going to go ahead and buy this. Oh, wow, you got different brands. Massey Ferguson, Hessens, Challenger, Case. I like the Massey Ferguson. Standard 2. This is primary grass. So we'll go ahead and buy this one. I'm going to do something I don't generally like to do. I'm going to buy this because I'm not sure which header does the thing. Says swath ready. We'll try it. And then what I'll do is, if the one that don't work, I'll just return it. All right. That's our first round of equipment. All right, we'll give that a shot. Now then, we got a few places to go. I don't think I got any grass ready to be harvested. But what I am going to do, I'm going to load this thing on and see if that does the trick. And we'll use it for tour. We'll use it for a touring vehicle. As you can see, I've got some stuff there that's not sewed yet. Waiting on spring. I'm gonna go over here counterclockwise. Wow, this thing handles pretty nice. I am doing better, so I'm gonna start playing more and get this finished, and try to kick out more videos. Whoop. It's a little hard to control. Either that or I'm out of practice. I'm not sure which that is. There you can see that's how far I got with the lime. I'm leaving it there because I don't want to lose my spot. And I'll load up with lime in a one of my auger trailers and bring over. Yeah, this thing doesn't go very fast. I'll put this thing away. I'm going to get in a faster vehicle. Oh, there's a load of lime right there. Alright, this is our wood chip. You get covered up, buddy. Air conditioner kick on, make you cold. There we go. What a good boy. So, if you think that looks like a shit show, you are, pardon my language. If you think that looks like a clown show, you would be correct. Because what happened is, I dumped a whole bunch of wood chips over here and was backing in to pile them up even higher so this thing would run almost indefinitely. And I got one of my wagons stuck. So I'm waiting for enough wood chips to get burnt to bring this down enough to get it out. I don't want to reset it because it has wood chips in it. I guess you could call me, I don't know, frugal for not wanting to waste it. There's enough trees here to burn wood chips for for the foreseeable future. Now, if you were watching, I was using a 2-wheel wood chipper. It was just too slow. So I broke down and spent the money. That was one of the other items that I've fooled with. And the Devour Trees mod is one of the best mods you can get for this kind of thing. I couldn't make it work on this map earlier for some reason, but I gotta hope the one that does work. So I'll probably, once I get my pile of wood chips down a little bit more into a more manageable place, I'll start going on these again. As you can see, I missed part of a stump there. Oh, that's actually just a piece of wood. Oh. All right. I see. This field, this little tree area is surrounded by canola. I decided to punt, and I'm just going to raise canola here until I get the amount that I need. The problem is I have to siphon off a certain amount for pig feed, a certain amount for diesel fuel. I had so much canola planted and did the harvest. I was like, oh boy, I forgot how low the volume that came off of these fields from canola. And all my fields are running in the 100% range to 125. You can see the expected yield moves a little bit. The wheat is a little lower for some reason. Oh, that's because of the loamy sand. But overall, the wheat is producing very well. I got 2 wheat fields I use. If I was doing this anywhere but Mars, I'd be doing crop rotations and all kinds of things in order to preserve the soil, but I'm just letting it go as it is. I got a straw bale stack there. Let's head over toward the animal production area. There's some 125. Is that weed? You gotta be kidding me. Oh, no. It's some weeds, but it's where the plow missed. That's okay. So I went ahead and moved the seed production out. The reason for that is, that reminds me, I've got to, there's a mod out now to where you can, it's an elevator. We called these elevators, when I was growing up on the farm, belts, whatever they want to call them now. That mod don't show up in the list. Did I install it? Don't want to make no mistakes, because I won't be able to fix it for a year, and I gotta have seeds. All right, here you go. It's the seed treater. Basically, what it is, I don't already own one, do I? Nope. It'll allow me to back up to the silo, put the treating material in there, and then just basically load up my drop trailer, which is a very, 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 very good thing. I'm not doing this for cost savings or anything like that. I'm doing it for convenience. So I like those. We'll go ahead and buy that. And while we're thinking about it, we'll go ahead and buy the seed treatment, which is not right there. I guess it's in pallets. Oh. Seed treating liquid. I don't know how much this treats, so it doesn't say. That's a lot of half gallons. 280 liters. Let's buy 3 just in case. All right. I'm not buying them yet. I might buy all the trees I need this time, which would be 20 of them. We'll just see. All right, so that's done. Here's the lime production facility. Yeah, I was gonna get another one of these. The auger masters are very, very, very nice. I would recommend them. I'm sure they'll be out in 25. Oh, that's what I own. I want to purchase another one. Why, you may ask? That way I can have one for nothing but lime, one for nothing but seeds, and one for nothing but what did I say? Fertilizer, seeds. Fertilizer, seeds, lime. Off road, field level. We got some great colors. Already got that color. Try cream. Ooh. Oh no. Up metallic purple. Oh, they already got metallic purple. Ugh. That looks black. Nope. Nope. Yeah, screw it. Everything else is pretty much standard. Go ahead and buy that one. All right. I don't want to go over there until I do the biogas thing. We'll wait for a minute over there. Let's go over here and look at the cows and stuff. That's one of my pig feed silos. There's the other one. This one is empty. The reason yeah, the reason my wool is backed up is automatic shipment for animal products is not really designed to work here. So in order to make them work, you have to install them in the little houses or like outside the building or whatever else. Sometimes it's hard to get them in the right position, and I don't think that one is in the right position. So I'll fix that later. Here's your cow pen. We're at 286. I'd eat 114 more. We got everything running there pretty good. Here's the pigs. Some of the pigs. 296. Yeah, I'm already over on pigs, so I'm good there. Here's one of the sheep pens. It's got 464, so they haven't reproduced to fill it back out. Let's go check out the others. Really not 100% sure. I mean, I know this was probably the original habitat. That was the idea. Here's the other sheep pen, 471. So I'm not back up to 1,000, but I'm close. That's a solid liquid manure pen I'm not using. Here's more pigs. Oh gosh, I'm way over on the pigs now. So I'm good on everything but cows. 4 years of reproduction to knock the cows out. Well, maybe not 4 years, 6 years. I forget what year I'm on. I forget what year I'm on. I have to look every time. And the chickens. Sorry, 800. I was thinking it was 1,000 for some reason. And this is also a problem with animal ship products. And over here, I'm not using this currently, but this is the garden. Okay. More hay. All right, let's move around a little more. I did manage to buy a big John Deere combine at some point. All right. Now we're up here at the mine. Let's go up here. This is the Martian stone mine. It's a little more advanced than what I'm running. I'm trying to automate it as much as possible. This one is not running. Tis now. Let me just full. This one is the main stones. I'll go ahead and get it going while I'm up here. Man, I may have to try to extend it a little bit. No, I'm still picking. All right. I'm going to make these a little more permanent. Because right now, about every other hour or two, I have to go realign them. All right, that one is the stone one. This one is, we use this to make water. Let me make sure I don't need to. No, there's no liquid oxygen to speak of. Okay, if you look up there, you can see my beehives. I just went ahead and got them rolling. Got a pretty good view from up here. When everything is green, which I'll show it on a later video, it's really kind of spectacular. The mod guys did a great job with this map, I think. It has a few small bugs, but overall it's really nice. These individual productions they made, they were top notch. Alright, now I need, what do I need to make this one be running? This is one of my, this is the other, I need a belt. I just usually randomly pick a color. Alright, we'll get that in place at a later time. What else was I doing? Scrutinizing farm equipment. Oh. This is the motherboard manufacturer. This will hold 16. None in storage. There you go. Yeah, I'm going to keep this tractor, I think. Only has 32 hours. Actually, I was going to get an extra Mack truck. See what we got. You know, I like the one that's in the mod that's got more horsepower. I'll lose it. Oh, there it is. And I don't know horse. Let's pick out something different. I don't know about that one. Ugh. Yeah, that's a bar state. Okay. This tractor's got 30 hours on it. We'll be okay with it. This one's got 100 on it. I'm not sure I'm alright with it. It's a Dodge. Can't remember how many horsepower it is. 287. Oh. So if I'm going to replace it, I need to get 287. At least 287. T7's nice. See if there's a T8. See if the T8's on 22. Ooh, 350 for a tractor. Do I? That's a lot of money for that tractor. Yeah. And just for grins, 8X, 9 or Oh, there's a big new hog. It's a 700 horsepower. Not really sure I need it, honestly, but 670. We'll get that one too. All right, let's see. Let's get back through what we got. Brand new, brand new, brand new. 24 is good. Fitbit was 155 hours on it. Might buy another Fitbit. These Calais are nice. 445. Really care for the tracks in the back though. Here's a Fitbit. I think I'm gonna get it. All right. Now, that should help things somewhat. I have a big. I thought I had a big John Deere combine over here. Maybe I don't. Another X9 would be nice. All right, I got extra combine, extra headers. What else do I need? This should be a pretty impressive array of new equipment. It is. So how much this thing takes. Uh-oh. So, I mean, I gotta fill this thing manually. Oh, nobody told me that. It's already full. 50 liters. All right. Let me think what else I need. Thinking about going ahead and buying a sprayer. I don't really need to though. Huh. Wood chips. I'll sweat it. I'm sure there's something else I need to be buying. I just can't think of it. Oh, my bio stuff. All right. I know from past experience, I'm gonna have to haul the slurry manually. However, pretty sure I can get this to autofill. All right. This is the modular BGA. Really nice. I'm actually thinking that I got to be careful because this is the milk loading area. So I got to be careful where I put this stuff. Methane storage, methane cells, generator. Central digestate. Slurry. Where's the bunker? I need a large bunker. Forgot about that thing being that big. You know, I'm thinking I'm going to install this in the next episode. Um, I don't want to make a mistake here. I would rather put this like right here, and then I can just automate it. But I can't remember if this will auto load out of this or if I need a pickup conveyor here. If I need a pickup conveyor, I guess I can put it right there. I bet it won't auto load from that. I might as well put it right there. It'll take a two-piece conveyor system to get it done. And I don't want to sacrifice I don't want to sacrifice much grass. Just got all that crap put together. I'll put it right there. I think that might work. I'll go ahead and give it a shot. This one's easy. Put it right there. Thing is, I've done this before, but I can't 100% remember. I think these are all tied together. Yeah, let's put it right here. I don't have any reason to drive back here, I don't think. Alright, next. Has it always been there? Maybe it has. Alright, next I need the. I think I'm getting all this right. Basically, to do this right, you gotta have one of everything. Alright, this thing's going to generate electricity. I'm not sure if I really need this for electricity, but I'm going to put it over here anyway. Alright, let's make sure. Alright, I think I got it set up. Now I'm going to need some belts, systems. Only 3 of these. Wow, I've still got 3 million left. I'm not trying to spend it all, I promise. Alright, I think I got everything I need. Now, I'm going to go ahead and end this video right now. Please like and subscribe. I will come back when I get this stuff set up. I'll try to get it set up in January. That way, if I need to change something, I can. Manure here. I got a little bit of everything going on right there, don't I? All right. Thank you, and I will see you.